Paris Noir is more than an exhibition. It is a historic show. It's closing the Pompidou after 50 years of history. The show is open until the end of June. It includes 150 artists across the Caribbean, Africa, and the US. It covers the end of the 40s till the 90s, so this decolonizing period, and really tries to unpack Paris as a Pan-African and anti-colonial lab. The 50s and 60s, it's a lot of paintings and sculptures. At the end of the 80s and 90s, you have graffiti coming in and fashion, and it really becomes multimedia. The works are really hypnotizing and extremely powerful. I'm curating the exhibition with my whole team. I wanted to showcase this post-colonial moment. There's something really epic about the show. When you have Présence Africaine being born and gathering all these people through the Congress, when you have James Baldwin coming to Paris and all the poets and political leaders of the Negritude movement, and this whole world, this international crowd translates from one decade to another throughout the exhibition. And it makes us responsible of the future, because it means that we have to catch up and repair all these missing points in history. This show is opening many debates, many questions. It really is there to raise awareness around the urgency of saving the artworks, the archives of these extraordinary artists. Is a little bit an echo to the beginning of the Pompidou, because the Pompidou was opened with Paris, and Paris, New York, and Paris, Moscow. And Paris Noir is Paris, Dakar, Johannesburg, and Algiers. So it's a lot of these cities that were sidelined from the institution, and we wanted to make the history legible and accessible. The poster of the exhibition and the cover of the book, the self-portrait that was made in 1947. So Gerald Sekoto is a South African artist who left South Africa because of apartheid. He painted that self-portrait before coming to Paris. The work of Luce Tournier, she pioneered abstraction in the early 60s in Paris. She was working as an assistant in a French administration, and she was using the residues of paper on her work site to create those beautiful abstractions that are looking at Paris, reimagining the city through paper residues. You have also a beautiful interview in the show of her, and she inspired so many other women, and her portraiture remains instrumental to the history of Haiti. She was also supported by Lois Mailou Jones throughout her career. The only artist from Angola in the show, Vitex. His works are being shown because he had been collected when he was in Paris by Sarah Maldoror. There is this sense of solidarity in terms of how it was practiced by these people between themselves. And when you see all these artists coming across Black worlds, joining forces, and the show starts, you have this very powerful image of the first Congress of Black artists and writers in 1956 that would propel, all these artists on the continent, and they really also inspired communities of people contributing to liberation, to emancipation and equality. And you see how these artists are giving us tools to become equal.